All right, guys, we are at the newest purchase here. 71 storage units, and they're all the brown poop color ones, not the orange ones. So we've got two facilities next door to each other. This one's mine, obviously. This one is a small 71 unit, and then next door they got over 300 units there. But this is it. We closed on this just I don't know when I'm gonna post this video, but a couple days ago, and gonna need some love. This thing is got some issues. So first thing that we're gonna tackle, actually just met the painter. We're gonna be painting all the buildings, including the block and the doors. So I'm gonna go with I think a blue called a royal blue for the doors, and then a slate gray for the walls. Now, this facility is really old. It was built back in I want to say it was you know what? I'm not gonna even say because I don't remember. I want to say in the 80s, maybe early 90s. It's all block, which today, storage facilities are typically made out of metal. You know, it's just cheaper. Laying all this block today just would not make financial sense. So it's built like a tank. It's not going anywhere. That's great. We just got to fix some issues. A lot of these doors are super old. They're old school doors. The newer ones roll up into a big bunch, where most of these doors roll up like your standard garage door does at home. I am not honestly sure the pros and cons yet of either one. But there's a lot of doors in here that we're going to need to replace. So the first thing that we want to do, though, is make it look somewhat presentable, get a fresh coat of paint on everything, and then we're going to start going through, one by one as we need to, and start replacing the bad doors. Another thing that you're going to notice, here's an example of a door. You can tell that it's had a lot of use. This locking mechanism was moved at one point, and they filled in the holes down below. Just looks really bad, and eventually, they're all gonna need to be replaced. Another thing to look at is this weather stripping. This weather stripping on a lot of the doors is cracking, looks really bad. So we're gonna end up pulling a lot of it off, probably all of it in the facility, and replacing all of it. What I don't know yet is, are we gonna paint it first? Paint the building with the weather stripping on, and then come back and do this later, or are we going to do it now? I'm thinking we're going to do it now. I'm not sure though if we're going to put it on before we paint the building and then spray over it, or if we're going to spray everything, have this pulled off, spray everything, and then slap the new stuff on. Would that look tacky, having everything painted except for the weather stripping? I'm not sure what color it typically is, so I'm going to look into that. The roofs, not sure yet what we're going to do there. They're in decent shape, but we may end up coating those in a direct to metal paint called DTM. But this is the neighbor's facility, and I'd love to buy it. Looks like I can't zoom, but it goes pretty much as far as the eye can see that way. Built about the same time, same construction, and yes, I've already called, and yes, I am trying to buy it. So hopefully we can get that done. But yeah, this is the newest project. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about it here in a bit, but wanted to show you, what we're working on at the moment. So one other little interesting thing I wanted to point out, we're going to see how this works. So it almost looks like there is rust stains coming through the block in certain areas. And I'm a little bit worried, if we don't have a good quality paint, that we're probably going to struggle with that bleeding through. And so, that's the one thing. You don't want to cheap out too much with your quality of paint. So we're going to go with something pretty good from Sherwin-Williams, again, called DTM. Oh, sorry. DTM, the direct to metal, is for the doors. And then I want to say we're using A100 on the walls, potentially. So yeah, don't go too cheap on the paint. And then over on this side, this is interesting. You drive around over here, and you've got, you drive up, you got those up on that level, but then you've got ones on the lower end here too, which is very, Very odd. They don't make them like this much anymore, but look at all the surface area. I mean, that's a lot of paint. So drop a comment below. What do you think this is gonna cost to paint all this? 71 units, doors, walls. I don't even want to guess. It's gonna make me sick. I mean, and I think we're gonna knock it out, that building first. Or sorry, this building first, then this building, and then the 2 buildings back here, we're gonna maybe hold off on, let some cash accumulate a little bit, because this is gonna make us go broke, and get to it later, but we'll see. No, that's not mine. That's the old owner's. And actually what we're about to do, I'm going to get my trailer, running some errands, and then we're going to measure this up, throw up a temporary banner sign here, just until we get everything painted and until I can put up a more permanent sign. So we're gonna get into that. All right, rolling up to the dumpster where my trailer is sitting currently. This dumpster, if you guys don't know, my buddy Clayton Roll has a YouTube channel, Rolling Operations, and he has dumpsters that he rents out. However, I just went ahead and bought one, and then I pay him a flat rate to just drop it off, or to empty it, sorry. My brain's all over the place today. So looks like it's already filling up with stuff, which I guess, yeah, that looks like some stuff from our project. Sometimes we have people try to slip stuff in here, but clearly they don't pack it in very well. I need to finish unloading this trailer real quick, hook up, grab a ladder, head back to the storage facility, measure for the sign. All right, we got the trailer hooked up, emptied. We're going to grab a ladder, which I can't remember if I've showed you guys in here recently. This project is kind of just like completely going to the back burner. But we've got our storage space over on this side, got a new garage door going in there, replacing that one. We've got a garage door framed out, gonna go there. That entry door is gonna go in between there. I'm not gonna spend too much time here. Whoa, there's a hospital bed. That's weird. Actually, I know where that came from. But we added this garage door here on the outside. We haven't cut through yet, but we're gonna have this space available for rent right here, as well as through this door for like a contractor, you know, who needs storage. It's climate controlled in here. There's the lights. So nice space. It'll be separate from that. And then, you know, this little area here, they could finish this out into kind of a workshop area. They could even, you know, use this as an office. Nice thing is we're gonna have a bathroom for them. So, you know, that's always nice. This is getting studded up. There's gonna be a wall there. We close that off, wall there. And I'll show you, we still have a door on this side, which will give you access, which this will be, you know, locked, sealed off. No one can use it except us. So we got a little kitchen going in back here. And this is gonna be the front door. This used to be an office space and we decided to turn it into a small apartment. So, you know, living room slash probably kitchen table or something over here, living room here, galley kitchen in there, which is not gonna be, you know, terrible. It's gonna be a decent little size, which if there's a light switch, I would turn the lights on. I just don't wanna shock myself. And then this, you know, not the most ideal situation, but there's gonna be a shower that goes in here. It's gonna be a step up so that we didn't have to, you know, cut through floor and put in the plumbing underground. So it's actually gonna tie in. We've got plumbing already here. So this will be standing shower, plenty of headroom, and then this will be there, you know, the remainder of the bathroom, which, there we go. So yeah, it'll work out pretty well. And then bedroom, got your closet, bedroom, and then we could, you know, make the closet access through there if we want to. But that's what's going on here. This is what we call 440, the 440 building. And let's grab the ladder and get out of here. there it is. I got these little rubber, like, I don't know what you call them. It's like a wire in there coated in rubber. Super nice for tying stuff onto the trailer. You know, rather than get a ratchet strap out and deal with that. So touching on the storage facility again, that's a storage facility. It's kind of funny. Way back when in high school, back before I ever even knew I was going to get into real estate, I bought a motorcycle, and my parents, you know, told me I could not get a motorcycle. And I bought a sports bike, crotch rocket, whatever you want to call it. And I ended up storing it at this storage facility, and I'll throw a picture of it up here. So I have ties to this storage facility since I was in high school. Anyways, probably a few years ago, I don't know, yeah, 3 years ago, I reached out to the owner, found out what he paid for it, and was like, man, you know, you paid a premium for this thing. Back then, you know, values have gone up a little bit, but I don't want to trash the owner at all, you know, good dude, but he had other things going on, you know, over the last few years. He had an ATM business, and he more or less just ran the thing kind of not to the ground, but just stopped managing it. A lot of people not paying, doesn't really know what's going on at the facility. So, you know, I ended up negotiating with him for quite a while, and I finally got him to drop his price. So he actually took a loss from what he paid. However, you know, he paid some of the balance down on the loan and all that. So I don't know if he actually lost money, but anyways, it worked out for me, and I'm gonna have quite the project, you know, getting this thing turned back around. Quick little pit stop down at the campground. Gonna drop some trash off. I try not to fill up the dumpster with like actual garbage because it sits there a long time, and best if we save it for, you know, big items. We've got a trash bin down here that I use quite a bit. A couple of our jet skis that seem to never be working, but got a decent amount of people down here. A lot of them are, you know, longer term campers right now. You know, we keep quite a bit here, like contractors and things like that. Looks like our mower just showed up. I guess it was getting serviced. I didn't even know that. One more little side note, down at the campground, we added in 3 more sites just recently. We had trench dugout here, added in, you know, plumbing and electrical I don't think is ran yet, but adding in 3 more sites, which is great. We're gonna get close, hopefully by the end of the summer, to be around 50 some lots, which we bought it at 38. And that definitely, you know, increases the value of the property and gives us more opportunity to rent, you know, to more people. This rig up here, they've stayed with us for a long time, and man, it is a nice rig. The thing is like a mansion on the inside. Got some of our equipment down here. Actually, that's my dad's little Winnebago motorhome, super cool. I've used that a couple times. And then we've got our Kubota tractor, came with the campground, pontoon boat, and then the dump truck with the snow blade on it. So we'll have to clear that out because that pavilion is actually used by people, you know, in the summer to eat and have picnics and all that stuff. So, all right, off to the storage facility. All right, we are at the Poop Brown storage facility. About to take down these signs and then about to measure for a new sign. Well, I tried to get a time lapse, but my phone wouldn't stay standing. So I'm gonna worry about unscrewing these and taking these out another time. For now, I'm just gonna literally slice and dice it and rip it off. I'm not gonna, we'll have some prep work to do when we paint. So I'll worry about, you know, unscrewing these and fixing it all up later. But for now, let's just get it down. You know, I was just thinking, one of the beautiful things I love about storage is I'm over here and there's no tenants. Not that I don't like talking to my tenants, if you're watching me, but you know, it's nice to be at a property where it's just peaceful, peace and quiet, baby. All right. I think that'll do. Maybe. There we go. Make sure I don't kill myself on this ladder. One down, one to go. All right. Second one's gone. It's looking better already. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure this one too, because I'm sure I'm gonna end up putting a sign over here. Something like, you know, like rent online now, something like that. Something, you know, as well as over there. More signs the better in my mind. So we're gonna measure this up, get it to the sign guy, and see if we can't get something over here. So about exactly 15 feet. So we get traffic coming on this road, obviously. That's where I just was, that sign. I'm gonna put the main sign here, but just got a thought. All this traffic that's driving this way, I really should have a sign over here as well. So definitely gonna think about that. But then again, gonna wait until it's painted to actually put up the, you know, all the big signs. The only one I'm probably gonna put up now is this temporary banner. Decided to get up here on the roof and figure out what it looked like. Should have I done that before I bought it? Yeah. But it looks great, so not concerned. We may or may not paint it still. Put another layer. It looks like they already painted it with some sort of you know, waterproof metal paint. So you can tell it's kind of scratching off in some areas, especially around the sides. But I don't see anything like major, like no big damage I'm like super concerned about. Again, should have checked that before. I actually did. I checked the units on the back side where I was more concerned. But everything looks great. So it has definitely been very busy since the sale of all the mobile home parks, which if you guys didn't see that video, sold all the mobile home parks. All that cash is in a 1031 exchange account, so I'm desperately still looking for something to buy. My window of time is about out, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, lots going on. The new storage facility, got to get that up and running. Amber, my operations manager, is get on top of that. The campground is really starting to pick up now that it's springtime, and I am on the hunt for more stuff to buy. So yeah, keep you guys posted. I appreciate you guys watching as usual, and we'll see you in the next one.